turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for. Thank you.
Self-determination is not a crime. A call for referendum is not a call for war. Police officer resigns over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's continued detention. Ekemeze Hyacinth, a Nigerian police officer, has tendered his resignation letter to the authorities after putting in 15 years in the service. The officer, who is in the rank of inspector, hinged his disenchantment with the force on the refusal of the Muhammadu Buhari-led federal government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The officer rightly stated that the IPOB leader committed no crime, as his demands for referendum is also part of a democratic process, just like elections. His reasons for his resignation is as follows. The Nigerian state has been so polarized that foreign mercenaries and terrorists have surrounded the whole country, killing the indigenous owners of the land in the name of their jihad, especially the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. That's one of the reasons he stated that this country has been polarized. The police officer said the country has been polarized. There are foreign mercenaries and terrorists. They have surrounded the whole country. And that is true. The country is polarized along religious lines, along ethnic lines. Nigeria have never seen this kind of situation before. Before Muhammad Buhari's administration come on board in 2015, we were not like this. The country weren't like this in terms of ethnic division, religious dichotomy. And so, talking about terrorists and foreign mercenaries surrounding Nigeria as a country, there's no two ways about it. It is not a lie. It is true. It's obvious. The country is being surrounded by these forces, foreign mercenaries, terrorists. He said again, there is a systematic extermination of the indigenous population that make up the country called Nigeria with the help of the Nigerian government. He said the government is aiding and abetting those who are coming to Nigeria to take over the land of Nigeria from its citizens, from the indigenous people. The government is working in tandem with terrorists, with Fulanis coming from the Sahel. Of course, they are working in tandem with them. If not, why would Buhari construct to a railway from Maradi, from Niger to Castina, and come to the east? We have not seen any in the eastern region. There's no railway here, but they have done that. So that is the government of Nigeria is aiding and abetting. They are helping these people to come and take the land of the indigenous Nigeria. That's what the police officer said. And it is true. It is true. And he said again, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is undergoing political persecution because he spoke and stood against this shenanigan of the present government in the name of Islamizing the whole country and to hand over the country to indigenous Fulanis. The Nigerian security forces go about killing innocent people, leaving the Fulanis that are killing people everywhere. You see his reasons. He's annoyed. The police officer is angry that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is undergoing political persecution because of all these things we have been saying now, all these things that he said. Mazi has been saying it according to him, and that is true. Mazi has been saying it, and because of that, they are persecuting him because he's exposing them. He's exposing the government of Nigeria, the evil government we have today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is exposing them. He said, Fulanis that are killing people everywhere, nobody is persecuting them. They're not being arrested. They are sacred cows. The Fulanis, the killers, people, the killers call themselves. They are sacred cows. Nobody is touching them. They are untouchable. He went on, I can no longer continue to serve the government that cannot guarantee the safety of its citizens. The federal government has failed woefully in its first obligation to protect lives and property. The police officer said they have failed woefully, and therefore he will no longer continue to serve them. They have failed. I call on the federal government of Nigeria to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for he has committed no offense known to the law, because self-determination is not a crime. Rather, a call for referendum is not a call for war. It is also a democratic process, just like election is, and therefore he resigns. So he said it. Election is referendum is a democratic process, and self-determination is not a crime, and that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. That's what the officer said. Self-determination, he said, is not a crime. It's not a crime. And a call for referendum is not a call for war. It's just a democratic process like election. We have been saying this. Assuming Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is saying, we want to go separate Biafra from Nigeria, or we want to separate this country, we want to divide it, it will be a different ballgame altogether. But this time around, but what he's saying in essence is conduct a referendum. What a diplomatic person. He knows the law, he knows the rules of the game, and he's applying it appropriately. So he said, we want a referendum. That's all. Let people decide for themselves. Not me as a person will decide for them. They have wisdom. They are independent. They are human beings. They are individuals. They have the discretion. They can decide what they want for themselves. They know the best thing for themselves. But the government said no. People will not decide for themselves. You will not ask them to decide. You will not direct them. You will not even either, enlighten them. They must be ignorant. The people must be ignorant, just like we have in the northern Nigeria, where the government, the political class, have continued to, make sure that the people of the northern Nigeria are ignorant. If you go there, you see out of school children, the number is not here. You see the people who are actually, the Amajiris, the number is not here. The nomads, those who are in the bush, they don't know what is education, the number is not here. It's skyrocketed. And that's what they want to do to all Nigerians. But in the southern part of the country, they said, no, we must educate ourselves. We must, expose ourselves. We must know things. We must go to school and get education. And so that's the problem we have. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been tortured and is undergoing this persecution today, because he's exposing the government, he's telling them what the evil they are committing against the people of the country, these citizens, because they want to favor a particular tribe. Simple. So the police officer resigned because he said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been tortured, detained for committing no crime. For what he is asking for is self-determination, and it's not a crime. Of course, through the process of what? Referendum, which is also like election and not war. But the Nigerian military has declared war on the people on the IPOB that is calling for the referendum, and that is it. And they have continued, the DSS and the government of Nigeria have continued to detain its leader, that's leader of IPOB, indefinitely under inhuman conditions.